I'm sorry if I cover up the camera. I'm like stressed panic mode. Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome to today's video. So I plan on actually doing something different today, but then I saw Tati's video of her doing the 10-minute challenge, and that reminded me of when I did my 5-minute challenge and how much fun that was. And oh my gosh, I cannot tell you. My husband teased me so often after that video. Whenever I took too long with my makeup, he's like, remember when you did that makeup in 5 minutes? I'm like, okay, I kind of regret making that video, but no, it was really fun. And I'm curious on what I can do in 10 minutes. Like if I had 10 minutes and that's it, like 5 minutes was stressful. I really had to just strip it down to the bare necessities and really just be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and that's all I'm gonna do. I had everything planned out. I only had like a few products that I used, but this time I got a little bit ambitious. There's so much stuff in here. Like I know that I have my foundations and my setting spray that I'm gonna use, but like I don't know which primer I'm gonna use, so I feel like that's gonna make it a little bit more challenging. It's gonna make it a little bit more complicated, but one thing I did want to do is try to stick with what she did with just using the Blendiful. I honestly haven't been using this as my go-to tool very often. I've been using the Beauty Blender a lot. I feel like it blurs my pores a little bit better. I have very large pores and a lot of texture, and it is my most challenging struggle, I guess you would say, to cover those up. Like I really have a hard time with that, so the Beauty Blender I feel like does it the best for me. So I have it set aside just in case I do want to use it to kind of blur things over, but for the most part I want to try and stick to just using the Blendiful. And okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna lay out my products here. I don't know if I'm gonna do cream contour or if I'm just gonna do like powder. There's so many things that are unplanned, so I just am so unsure of how this is gonna go. I do want to say that I'm not taking credit for this video. I know that it's an easy idea for someone to think of, but Tati did post this already. So you definitely should go and watch her video if you get a chance. She did an amazing job. I hope I can do like half as good as how she did it. So without further ado, I'm going to lay all this stuff out and then we will get started. I think part of one of my biggest struggles is going to be not putting stuff away, because I'm always one that's like putting it away as I go. Like I like organization, and now I carry all of my makeup over in this little basket, so I will definitely be wanting to put it away in the basket as we go. Like, guaranteed I'm gonna want to do that just to clear off the counter, but hopefully I can try and stop myself a little bit. I want to show you before we go the palettes I'm going to be using. These two are some of my personal favorites. I've had this one for so long. I just love these colors. I think they're so gorgeous. They're so perfect for everyday wear. They're perfect for glam, like weddings and such. This is an amazing palette. This one as well, I really love. I don't know what we're gonna use from this, but I definitely know we're gonna be using this guy today for sure. I absolutely adore like all of the colors in here. They're so stunning. I also might use a little bit of this highlight from Artist Couture. This is in the shade Cocoa Bling. It's like a little sampler that I got from Sephora. Grabbed the Oh Snap pencil and lippy sticks from ColourPop, but then I also grabbed this lipstick from Urban Decay. This is in the shade Naked. It's a little bit more of like a nude mauve versus like a full-on mauve. I don't know, they're actually pretty similar, but I was thinking of maybe going a little bit lighter. Time goes by so quickly when you're doing something like this, so I guess we will just see. Okay, so 10-minute timer. I always get so nervous when I do something like this. Oh, actually, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe. We're working on building up our channel. I'm so in love with making YouTube videos, so I hope you guys want to join me on this fun journey so you can join our family here on YouTube. And don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified when I post new videos. Okay, now I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Blendiful, go in with this guy. We are going to fill some pores today because I have big pores. I'm not a singer. That is going to be good. All right, look, see, I told you I'd put it in a basket. It's just habit. I just have to be organized. I'm taking some of the Urban Decay Primer Potion and I'll put that on my eyes. Foundation. My lovely L'Oreal Infallible. I have been adoring this foundation lately. Hopefully this will cover things up like super, super good. I have a couple of pimples going on today. Oh wow, that actually worked to cover up my pores like super good. Oh my goodness, foundation always takes me like so long. My arm is getting tired. Why is my arm getting tired? We are definitely not doing cream contour. There's no way we have enough time for that. You guys ever get like the sniffles when you do makeup? I'm wondering like, am I maybe like allergic to something? Because I feel like every time I do makeup, my nose always itches. Like every time. Just a little bit more on the complexion. And then we will move on. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to concealer. I think that actually looks, in the basket, looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of Jeffree Star Concealer. Just do a little down the nose. I think that's like all I'm gonna be able to do. Use a different side of the Blendiful. Okay. Forehead is creasing just a little bit. Do a little bit of powder. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty powder. I think I'm going to take a little mini baby Blendiful, and that way we can do a little bit of under eye going on just to set that. I'm sorry if I cover up the camera. I'm like stressed panic mode. I think that's decent with powder. Okay, I hope that like set everything. Oh, stop putting stuff in the basket every time. And cleaning up the counter, stop it. Oh my gosh, do you guys do that? I can't not clean up as I go. Okay, bronzer. I'm gonna go with this one. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Love this stuff. It is so, so good. Always one that I can count on. And it warms up the face so much. Such a pretty color. I don't know if I'll be able to contour the nose. Oh my goodness, we only have 4.5 minutes and I haven't even done anything with the eyes yet, you guys. Shame. I'm gonna just take this and pinch the brush and just go like really light and quick down the nose. I always like squeeze my nose so I can kind of see the bone a little better. And then I kind of get a little bit of a template of sorts to where to place it. Okay, that is good enough. Oh, we didn't have a chance to set that. That's okay, I guess. We're gonna go straight into the eyes with just the contour or the bronzing color. So that way we can get a little bit of something going on the eyes. This is just gonna be like a crease shade. We haven't even done brows. Oh, oh my goodness, you guys. All right, I'm gonna go into the Tartelette in Bloom. I think I'm gonna take this like lighter shade so we can kind of blend out the top a little bit more. Oops, I went into the wrong shade the second time. That's okay, I just wanted to blend it out so it wasn't so blunt. And then I'm gonna take Frozen 2 and go into Northern Lights and just press that on the lid. The shade is so, so stunning. So it's gonna create just a really gorgeous, all over the lid kind of a color. If we have time, which we won't probably, then I might do something on the outer corner. But for now, we're gonna just do this just to kind of get the layout going. Oh, this shade is so, 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 so pretty. I don't think we'll be able to do anything under the eye. Let's do blush. I'm gonna take this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's actually 3 shades and I really love to just mix it and then just go straight on. Really, really pretty blush color. Oh my gosh, we only have 2 minutes. This is so stressful. Goodness, why did I do this to myself today? Oh gosh. Okay, a little heavy on the blush, but I am okay with that, mostly because blush is the first thing to kind of fall off. Let's go into brows now. I'm gonna take the brush from this, going into Espresso, and oh gosh, so sorry for the loud noises. Oh, that was way too much on my brow. Gosh, 1 minute. Okay. Let me just take a spoolie and just kind of brush that out a little bit. Oh gosh, those brows look gnarly. I'm gonna just take a lipstick because I need to get something on my lips going in with Naked, and I'm just gonna just put that on. Let's also go in really quick with a lip gloss. Quickly need to put on a mascara. This is so hard for me because my lashes are still growing in. So they're still kind of curly. So at this point in the video, this is actually probably about 3 months ago that I filmed this, just like an FYI. So at this point, I was getting over a at-home lash perm. This was the second time I had used this kit, and it does work very well. If you want to know which kit it is, I will have it listed in the description because it does work very, very well. But this last time, we just left the solution on, I think for a little bit too long. We covered ours with saran wrap, which it didn't say to do, but covering it with saran wrap just helps your lashes to just stay up better. So we like to do that, but it definitely sped up the process just because it trapped the heat a little bit more. So if you do use it, just be sure that you don't let it set for as long. But anyways, it wasn't so much that my lashes were growing in, but that they were relaxing from the perm, because at that time they were so curly still that it was like all the way around. It was crazy. Okay. Stop. No. Oh no, I got some on my eyelid. Oh my gosh. Okay, I stopped. Wow. Okay, well that doesn't look too bad. There was so much that I didn't get to do. Okay, stop alarm. Okay. Well, there was so much that I didn't get to do. I wanted to put on a highlighter. I wanted to line my lips. I wanted to put on this brow gel. I wanted to put on the setting mist. Like, I wanted to use this in the inner corner to make my inner corner pop. My brows, like, they look a little wonky, not going to lie. I don't know what I spent too much time on. What do you guys think I spent too much time on? Foundation, maybe? I kind of spent a lot of time on foundation. And I spent like, what, like a full 30 seconds on primer? That was kind of a long time to spend on primer. But at least I got some color on my lips. That makes me feel better. And my face is nice and bronzed. I have a little bit of fun going on my eyes. Like, this actually looks pretty. There's some like blemishes like here, and like on my nose. The one right here too that I would have liked to clean up. And for that, I grabbed my NARS and my MAC powders. I have to combine them because I don't have the perfect shade, so I combined a lighter one and a darker one. But I didn't get a chance to use those, which is definitely a shame. Wow, that was tough. But you know what? When you wake up super late and you only have like split second to do your makeup, yeah, 10 minutes is a split second, Victoria. No, but really, when you have just a short amount of time to do your makeup, it's hard. There's so much I would have rather done, but my pores look so blurred right now. Like, they look so good. My complexion looks really good. I feel like it looks really good. I'm a little bit mind blown. I wonder if it's just the Blendiful. I need to use this more. Okay, well, I'm just gonna finish up really quick the stuff that I wanted to do now that we're not part of the timer. Oh, and you know what else? I just realized I didn't put any mascara on my lower lashes. That's okay. This is honestly like more than I do on the days that I don't want to spend any time on my makeup. I will spend 10 minutes doing less than that, although I take my time doing it, but that's crazy. Okay, let's put on a little bit of the Morphe Setting Mist. That stuff is so refreshing. This spray reminds me of just like a really fresh spring summer day when the grass is green and there's like a sprinkler going in the distance and you can feel maybe like a really light mist from the sprinklers, and it just feels good because it's so hot out and you need that. Like, that's what this reminds me of, and it smells so fresh and clean. This is one of my favorite setting mists. Okay, let me just use a fan really quick to just kind of help that dry. And then take the mini Blendiful and kind of just push that into the skin. I am gonna go in and kind of help cover up those blemishes a little bit. So this is the NARS Pressed Foundation in the shade Flesh. Sounds so gross to say. I like to first dip in this guy. This is the MAC Studio Fix Pressed Foundation. This is in NC 35. and then I dip in the lighter one, tap it off, and it works so good to help cover any little blemishes. Okay. Then now let's put on some highlighter. Let me grab my little highlighter brush. So I do want to use the Fenty How Many Carats highlighter. I used this the other day and I liked it better than I have in a long time the other day. So I thought maybe we could try it out again and see what we think. Ooh, yeah, that's looking really pretty today too. I think part of the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of this is just because of the like film. I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks almost a little bit dirty, and it's just, I don't know why, it has like this film on top of it, so it's difficult to grab product because of that. I do want to put on maybe a little smidge of mascara actually before we do the brows. A little smidge more anyways. Yeah, just a little bit on those lashes. This side didn't do too bad. Thankfully, my lashes are starting to relax from the perm that I did a few weeks ago. It's actually 2.5 weeks ago. So they're not as curly, thank goodness. Now I'm gonna take this brow gel and I just wanna do a light amount of the brow gel. Perfect. Oh, and then the inner corner. Let's do on the inner corner. Yeah, okay, so then for the inner corner, I wanna do just a little pop of color. This is an insane highlighter. It is insane. It is so pigmented. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I wanna take just a little tiny pencil brush and dip into that. Tap it off because it's like crazy good. And do that like right here in the inner corner just to give a little pop. There's construction going on above our house and it's like all day long it's like banging. And it's one of those noises where it's like you don't really hear it until you hear it and then it drives you crazy. So I'm trying not to focus on it, but I always hear it whenever I'm sitting in here doing my makeup. I'm just like, that noise. Oh gosh, okay. So now, that is everything. I hope you guys like this finished look. You should totally try doing a 10-minute challenge. I think it honestly makes you realize how much you can do in such a short amount of time. The fact that I was able to do all of what I did with just that little of time, to me, I'm just like, whoa, I can do it. It's just really fun to do experiments like that and challenge yourself, and it's fun. So I hope you guys get a chance to do it, and if you do, and if you post a video, tag me in it or write me on Instagram saying that you did it or something like that, because I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe too if you haven't already. We would love to have you part of our family here on YouTube. I hope you guys are staying safe out there and having a beautiful day, having good quality time at home with your families, reading good books, playing games. I hope you guys are keeping busy and enjoying yourselves, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Mwah.